here for the Uforia opportunity. We're officially recording. Good call. All right, so everyone on here is for Uforia. What is Uforia, right? What is it? And the simple answer that we've come up with is it's a biotech company that creates custom designer supplementation based on the genetic testing of a person's DNA. So I'm going to break that down a little bit. Biotech standing for biological technology, right? Biology is the study of life. So it's a life technology company that creates custom nutrition based on somebody's DNA. So what is the purpose of all this? The purpose of Uforia is to illuminate the beauty and uniqueness of every single human being. There's, if no two snowflakes are alike, how can we ever think that two humans are the same, right? So this next step in health and wellness is to acknowledge that, there are no two of us alike, that everybody really needs something different. So if you look at America, depending on the system you're looking at, there's some problems. There's some problems of epidemic proportions, right? And in the health category, these are some big ones that caught our attention, caught my attention. The American Heart Association, which is a pretty reputable source, they say that more people die annually by heart disease than all the cancers combined, right? I want you to soak that up for a second, because there's a few different types of cancer, and it baffles me because heart disease is such a preventable condition. Yes, there are predispositions based on genetics that cause people to be more likely to suffer from heart disease, but there are so many daily actions and daily things that we can do to decrease the risk, and yet it kills more people annually than all the cancers combined, which is crazy. The second one is the CDC estimates that by next year, 3 out of 4 Americans will be clinically obese, right? There's a scale, a gradient, if you will, and 3 out of 4 people are falling into the clinically obese category as of 2020, which is nuts, right? If nothing changes, this one's big. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this one. If nothing changes, if everything stays the same, which it won't, that's not how the universe works, but if everything stayed about the same and the trends continued as they are, it's projected that in 30 to 40 years, so 2 generations, that generation would actually die sooner than the previous generation. So if the generation before was expected to live 75 years, that generation is less than that, right? Which is insane. That's the first time in history that I can recall where the life expectancy is going down, right? So about 80 years ago, people came to the conclusion that we're not getting enough nutrition out of our food. We can eat all the food that we can get our hands on, and our body's still not operating optimally, right? So almost 8 decades ago, humans came up with the supplement industry, which is in its title, supplementing nutrition, right? There's 2 different categories. There's nutrition from your food, and then there's supplementation, which gives you the things that your body can't derive from food or produce naturally. So this blind nutrition is like a one-size-fits-all formula. It's very uncertain. You spend lots and lots of money on lots and lots of things you throw away. I know that a lot of people have bottles of fish oil pills and stuff from like years ago, turned into jelly in the bottom of the jar or whatever. And it gets crazy. I'm going to go to the next slide. It gets crazy because blind nutrition has grown with technology to the point that now we can actually target specific conditions, right? You can go to the doctor, pay a couple grand for a blood test. They generate a report that's got a bunch of really big words that I don't understand. So you pay the doctor to do a consultation and translate the information for you. And then they say, take this information and go to the store and buy a bunch of blind nutrition products to treat yourself, right? So it gets dangerous, because if your body, there are certain nutrients and vitamins and minerals that if you have too much in your system, they cause toxicity. And if you don't have enough, they cause deprivation, right? Or malnutrition or malnourishment. So if your condition requires more iron, but you need 50 milligrams and the store only sells it in 200 milligram tablets, you're getting a lot of excess, right? And that could rapidly lead to toxicity, iron toxicity, which is bad. So the other hand is if your body needs 200 milligrams or 100 or 300 milligrams and you're only taking 200, right? Then you're malnourished. You're still taking the supplement, but you're not getting what your body needs. So as of 2019, Uforia has showed up on the map with designer nutrition. Designer nutrition, science-based, exclusive and proprietary, meaning we have access, right? It's inspired by you, for you. It's literally got your name on the name tag, right? It's made from your DNA. So you send in your swabs, do all the fancy stuff. The way that it works is Uforia has found and aligned with a team of giddy scientists who've been working on human genetics since the Human Genome Project over 20 years ago. And they have this software programming. I won't get into it. We'll watch the video. I need to tell you about SNPs. I need to tell you what a singular nucleotide polymorphism is. And it really basically means it's a variant. It means you got a bad gene, so your genes aren't acting as they should. So we're going to watch a video and it'll sum it up because I do it no justice.
If you could have seen my face, I swear I probably looked like that big-eyed emoji. It was so spot on, I almost cried. I was shocked.
It was simple to read, easy to understand, and no, I didn't need a doctor there to decipher the information that was in there.
It was like I want to say like the coordinates to my destination of health.
The secrets of our DNA are being revealed.
I have 7 green, 8 yellow, and 3 red.
I have 7 yellows.
1, 2, 3, 4. 8 yellows.
5 green.
I have 4 greens.
9 greens.
2 reds.
3 reds.
4 red. I have 6 reds.
This is the future of my healthcare. This is my future of staying healthy.
Your Uforia Wellness Action Plan is a powerful resource for understanding the results of the Uforia DNA test. It's the foundation for creating your very own one-of-a-kind, customized nutrition formula. 35 pages identifies which genetic SNPs or single nucleotide polymorphisms you possess, along with a detailed explanation of how these SNPs could potentially impact your health. While you can never change your DNA, there are some genes you can take action on by modifying your diet, exercise, and overall lifestyle. Your own nutrition formula plays a key role in the action you're now able to take, and reading your genetic assessment within the Wellness Action Plan is easy. A green result signifies that you don't have that particular SNP. A yellow result means you inherited that SNP from one parent. And a red result means you inherited that SNP from both your mother and your father. In addition, contained within every explanation of each SNP is a recommendation for nutrients that can assist you in counteracting the potential effects of your SNPs. These are the ingredients that you can benefit from that are included in your personalized nutrition formula.
It connected all of the dots for me.
But now that I'm getting the raw materials that I need to address those things, I'm more excited than ever.
No more guessing, no more stressing, no more wondering, no more Googling, no more listening to every person telling me what I needed.
What we have in our hands right now is going to change the healthcare of our children and our grandchildren, and I'm grateful.
And now when people ask me why I'm taking my nutrition, I can easily say, because my body told me so.
Knowing your SNPs is the very first step to a lifetime of wellness, and your personalized nutrition paves the way. Welcome to Uforia.
All right, guys. As you can see, that video does a much better job of explaining the report than I do. So the nitty gritty of it all, the meat and potatoes, as Lori likes to say, is nutrition. This right here, nutrition formula, literally has my name on it. Made for me, by me. Well, not by me, but by my DNA, right? So it's amazing, guys. I'm on the next level. Like I have been athletic. I was voted most athletic in my high school class. I was a 3-sport athlete. Like I've always been athletic. I was born with asthma, and I use that as a reason instead of an excuse. So I've always been on that health trend, right? And I am stoked for this product. This product is amazing. It's on the next level. So we'll go to the next slide. Why do you take a DNA test? DNA tests last year were the #1 Christmas present in America, right? And there's a lot of reasons in the market right now. You can find your heritage, your personality traits. You can find that your grandpa was a pilgrim, you know. And now, if you look at Uforia's DNA test, this is potentially the most important DNA test that you can take, because it doesn't just say your grandpa was a pilgrim, but it says my grandpa was a pilgrim who had a bad heart, and I can do something about that now, right? So this is a DNA test that not only gives you information that you can actually read because it's color coordinated, but it gives you an action plan to actually do something about it, right? That's huge. So blind nutrition doesn't cut it. Been doing it for 80 years, and it's like I don't know what's the super old technology. It's like a horse and buggy. Who drives horses and buggies anymore, right? Or like taxis. Everybody does Uber now. So blind nutrition is a thing of the past. Once you try this, you will never go buy vitamin C and 500 milligram tablets ever again. So there's 3 simple steps to get started in this, right? This here is a You Start kit. The person who invited you to this call, when they bought their You Start kit, they were issued a website, right? So talk to the person who got you on this call, go to their website, order your kit. This kit has a barcode on the back. It's got a registered kit. On the inside, it's got your pre-trition. I'll get to that in a second. And it's got your coupon, right? So you register your kit, you tell them you have a coupon, and then your lab fee and your 37-page report is $100. You compare that to the marketplace, you spend a couple grand on the test, and then you have to spend a couple $100 just to get the report translated, right? So then you take that information to the marketplace and you spend a few $100s on supplements, and you're looking at multiple thousands of dollars for the equivalent of this in the marketplace. With this, you get 30 days of pre-trition, which from my understanding is a cellular cleanse. If you can tell, I'm super thick, right? I was at about 5% body fat. I started taking pre-trition for 3 weeks, and I lost 10 pounds. I got down to 165 pounds, and I didn't really change anything, right? It's amazing. So the beautiful part about this is if you see the value in the $300 version and you share that with 4 people through your website, yours is free every month you maintain 4 people. So just like I go to this gym, I refer 4 people to the gym, I get a month for free. Same exact thing, except it's customized nutrition. So chapter 2, this is the part I get really excited about. This is the part that really gets my gears turning. That's why I've been in this industry for so long. And this is the leverage side, like Lori was talking about. If you see value in this personally, and you've thought along this call, oh, I know somebody who might benefit from that. This is how you leverage that. And there's no better person to hear it from than Mr. Tom Kort. You heard from Lori earlier. That's Tom's mom. So you talk about programming. Tom is a legend, guys. Tom has seriously got a heart of gold. This dude, I've watched him over the last few years grow and transform. I've seen him speak on stages in front of hundreds of people. He's single-handedly changing people's lives. He's doing it directly and indirectly. He's not stopping anytime soon, and I am stoked to have him on this call. Tom, would you please take it away, brother?
Dane, can you hear me, man?
I can, man. It's all yours.
Wow, bro. I don't know how to live up to that hype. What's going on, everyone? I appreciate you guys hopping on a nice call. I'll be the first person to tell you I'm really not as special as Dane goes on to say I am. You know, what I can tell you is when I was 19 years old, I was a college baseball player, and I would say that one decision changed not only my life but my family's life over the last 7 years, you know. And obviously over the last 7 years we've built amazing teams and businesses, and we've networked with individuals all around the world. We've made some good money, we've lost some good money, we've had a lot of lessons. But one thing I like to realize and really take away from this is the fact that every decision you make lead you to this moment right now. So what I really want to do is have you guys understand tonight, like, why is it that you're on the call? And understand that the person that invited you on tonight's call either likes you, trusts you, or cares about you enough to share with you Uforia that's only been in business for the last 2 months with a product that is the first of its kind. I'm going to say that again. The person that got you on tonight's call either likes, trusts, or cares about you enough to share with you Uforia, a company that's been in business for 2 months and has a product the first of its kind. Let that sink in for a second. Because when I was approached about Uforia back in December, I wasn't looking for a change in my life. I was doing my own thing at a different company in this industry, loving life, working with Dane very, very closely, working with Taylor Alexandra very, very closely, and we were doing our thing. But it's so interesting that just when you stop looking, the right opportunity comes into your life. So the one thing I really want you guys to understand is I don't know why you're on this call tonight. Maybe it's for a new supplement. Maybe it's to make an extra $100 to $500 a month, or maybe it's to make an extra $5,000 a month. But what I want to do is I want to dive into exactly how you can take advantage of a company, this company, in its timing, which is right now. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys real quick and get this PowerPoint up and running. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect, perfect. Can you guys see this? Thumbs up? Awesome, awesome. So the first thing I want to dive into with Uforia, and this is the first thing I looked into personally, and then I encourage each and every single one of you guys to look into, is the leadership behind the company. You see, you look at companies like Apple, and do you believe that Apple would be the same thing it is today without Steve Jobs? Probably not, right? So if we're looking at a company to dive into, you want to look at the leadership behind it. And the first person you see right here, Ron Williams, who was a CEO over the last 17 years at a different company, made hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in that company, has actually been retired and came out of retirement to specifically run Uforia because he saw the growth of this company and he saw how this product could disrupt the marketplace that it's in. Then you hop over to the far right, you see the Kort Logistics. And now let me tell you about Terry LaCour. He is the owner of Uforia. He is a billionaire. And what he is known for in this industry is finding trends within the marketplace. So when keto diet was getting very big, right, he went out and developed a company around the keto diet. And now with DNA testing and supplementation on the rise, he went out and assembled a team to go out there and make this company one of the biggest companies over the next 3 years. That is his goal. And by doing that, he brought on a man by the name of Eric Ward. Now, one thing I've learned in my life is that you listen to people who have what you want or who are where you want to be, let me say that again. People who have what you want or where they are where you want to go. And Eric Ward is like the LeBron James of this industry. I'm talking like if you're going to go shoot a basketball, you would want to learn from LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. If you want to learn how to make money within this industry and build massive teams where everyone learns to win, you listen to Eric Ward. There we go. So the two most important questions you have to ask yourself on tonight's call is, number one, can I do it? And number two, is it worth it? And one thing to realize is the wealth distribution in the world today. You see, because it's cool to understand where we're at and then see where we're going. If you never realize where we're at as a country or where we're at economically in today's world, it's hard to depict where you want to go. But the wealth distribution in the world today, look at this fact. 97% of the wealth is owned by 3% of the population. All right, and why is that? Why is that? Why does 97% of the wealth in today's world get owned by billionaires and multi-millionaires? And the reason is because it's linear income versus leveraged income. And I want to dive into exactly what both of those mean. Linear income, the 97% of people, they trade their time, for money, which there's nothing wrong with. You see, we are not taught this in schools, to go out there and really invest in ourselves, to be an entrepreneur, to get a side hustle, to put everything on us. We are taught, go to school, get good grades, go to college, get good grades, build a resume, beg someone to hire us, and go trade our time for dollars, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And this old way of the 40-40-40 plan used to work. It used to work until you look at the average retirement age is 72 years old. And the average death rate is 76. So in today's world, we're getting told, go to school, get good grades, go to college, get good grades, build a resume, beg someone to hire you, work 40 years of your life and retire on 40% of your income until you're 72 years old, watch Wheel of Fortune for the next 4 years, and die at 76. And for me, personally, that is not what I saw within myself. And then you also look at the people that are going out there and doing that plan. And again, there's nothing wrong with that plan. We just never knew otherwise. But you go out and you look at, my friends, for example, that are out doing this plan right now, and you look at the loyalty in the marketplace. Right now, it takes 4.3 years the average person is staying with the job. And it's not always to their accord. Companies are downsizing, they're shutting doors, technology is advancing, they're outsourcing overseas, they're finding someone overseas to do 3 times the work for half the cost. So what is it that 3% do that the 97% don't? And this is it. They create something called a leveraged income. They do work once and they get paid multiple times over and over and over and over and over again. Think about a landlord, right? If you live in an apartment, every single month you pay rent. You have residual bills that you pay every single month. Well, every single time you pay that rent, it doesn't matter where your landlord's at. He could be on a beach in the Caribbean, and that money's hitting his account over and over and over again. Think about an author, right? An author doesn't get paid to write a book. They get paid based off the amount of books sold after they write it. And it doesn't matter if they sell the book on day 1 or they sell it 10 years later. Every time that book gets sold, they get a percentage over and over and over and over again. So what is the plan? The plan is to show you a way you can create a leveraged residual income part-time with Uforia. And by leveraging our existing infrastructure, you're able to act as Uforia as it's your own. You're able to leverage our science, our investment, our $100 million investment that Terry LaCroix put into this company, the software, the fulfillment, the customer service, the legality. You're able to leverage our simple marketing plan. It's a very, very simple concept, guys. And this is exactly how it works. Traditional advertising, it's dead. It's over. Why? Because people don't pay attention to it anymore, right? Commercials, we're skipping next channels. YouTube, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip every single time. Every single day we're on our phone. Every single day we are sharing something we love with the people we like, trust, and respect on our phones, through Facebook, through Instagram, through text. So what this company decided to do was take word-of-mouth advertising, the most effective form of advertising out there, and pay people to go out there and share Uforia with. And we have a 5-step simple process to help you go out there and create that leveraged residual income. The first one is become a nutritionist. To become a nutritionist and be able to get paid for leveraging Uforia is $39.95 annually. What that gets you is your website and your free phone app. As soon as you get enrolled, it'll be your first name, last name.uforia.com, and then you'll also be able to leverage our mobile phone app. Number 2, you figure out whatever pack best suits you. You see, we have a 3-pack, we have a 5-pack, we have a 10-pack. And you have to invest in your inventory, right? Think about if you were to own a McDonald's, right? You wanted to go out and you want to franchise a McDonald's, which, by the way, is about $500,000 just to launch. But what is your inventory, right? It's the meat, it's the buns, it's all the condiments, it's the overhead, it's the employees, so on and so forth. So if you were to go out there and franchise Uforia as your own, you would want inventory. And you can see here, by the number of packs you buy, you get a bigger discounts per savings per kit. Step 3, you take one of those kits and you register them. You register it as your own, right? Obviously, you want to check out your own results. What does my own DNA say? What is my nutrition going to look like? And it's a very, very simple process. You just swab your cheeks real quick. You send it in the envelope. They send it to Uforia, and within 14 to 21 days, your report will be back to you. And within 28 days, your customized supplementation will be right at your door. Step 4, and this is what's really, really cool, is you sell the remaining inventory. So for example, if you were to go out there and purchase a 3-pack, you'd use one of those packs for yourself, and you would go out there and sell the rest. And by doing that, your total earnings, you can see, would be well over $400, and your next month residual income when your customers purchase those kits, you'd be at $36. But this is where it gets really interesting. Let's say you were to do that same exact thing with a 5-pack. You have 4 friends that you're like, yeah, dude, they would love Uforia. They would love to check out the supplementation. They're curious about what their DNA would say, right? You do the same exact thing. You purchase a 5-pack, you register one for yourself, you sell the other 4. By doing that, you can see down here, your total earnings is $815, and your next month leveraged residual income is $112. And now, this is where it gets really big. If you're really, really serious about this, you want to make a lot of money right off the get and create that leveraged income for you right away. A lot of leaders within this company do a 10-pack. And again, you register one for your kit yourself, you sell the other 9. You can see total earnings down here, $1,855. And your next month leveraged residual income would be $252. And then step number 5, by reaching new ranks within our company, you have to help people do that. So step number 5 is achieving a major rank within our company called, influencer. And if you were to start on a 3-pack, all you'd simply have to do is help 23 people do the same thing you did. Start on a 5-pack, you would just have to help 17 people do the same. Or if you start on a 10-pack, you would have to help 9 people do the same. The next thing you can leverage is our proven system of tools, where you can plug in. Here's examples of our tools. We have www.euphoriascience.com/resources, where you can find all the videos, the images, the PDF downloads, up and coming presentations, so on and so forth. You can plug into our community, where you would get plugged into our Telegram group that has well over 200 members in it. In the first 2 months, you would plug into our Facebook group where we share updates and rank advancements and recognition, and then obviously our Zooms that we host our weekly calls on. You can leverage our events, and this is what's so crazy. We had an event back in January 15th, that had 500 people at it in Las Vegas. 500 people. Our next event, Las Vegas Regional, June 28th to the 30th, it has already 5,000 tickets sold. And this company is in pre-launch. It's taking place at the Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. And then here's our proven system. You see, the goal of this industry is to create a system where it doesn't matter if you're a high school dropout or a Harvard graduate. You come in, you follow this system, you get plugged into the leaderships. We go out there and help you succeed. So as you can see on this slide, here's our proven system of the first 24 hours. You were to get started, you either purchase a 1 kit, a 3-pack, a 5-pack, or a 10-pack, and we go out there and we help you launch your business with us. So again, the 2 most important questions. Can I do it? Well, do you talk to people on a daily basis? Do you take supplementation already? Do you post on Facebook, Instagram? Do you text people? Do you talk to people about what you love? Yes, you can do it. It's a very, very simple concept. Now the question is it worth it? Is it worth it to you to go out there and create a leveraged income? For me, it was. The reason being, I was undecided for 3.5 years of college. I was there to play college baseball. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I didn't know how I was going to do it until this industry found me. And I am lucky and blessed enough to be able to say that it has changed my life forever. Again, at the beginning of this call, I asked you, why has your decisions over the course of your however many years led up to this moment to find a company that's in 2 months of pre-launch that is absolutely disrupting the supplementation market with a product the first of its kind? The question is it worth it to you? Is it worth it to share with your loved ones a product that could possibly help them? So the next steps are very simple. Get back with the person that invited you and take comfort in the fact that every single question you have has an answer. You can make sure you get my number from the person that got you on the call tonight, and I would love to do a one-on-one Zoom or phone call with you to answer any questions you might have, share with you the compensation plan, whatever it may be. Step number 2, become a nutritionist. Let's get your website set up. Let's get the mobile phone app on its way. Step number 3, let's get you added into the groups, our Facebook groups, our Telegram groups, our Zoom groups, and get you rocking. And step number 4 is to launch your business. So what I want to do is I want to stop sharing the screen with you and simply say, I appreciate every single one of you guys that got on the call tonight. You know, obviously it's 10 o'clock Eastern time right here in the East Coast. And wherever you guys are calling in from, just understand that we take pride in knowing that your time is valuable. And I just really want you to think and understand that the people that got you on the call tonight, you know, the people like the Danes, the people like the Prunks, you know, like Rylan, whoever invited you on tonight's call, they are making big things happen within this company. They are making big things happen right now within Uforia. And there's calls like this going on all over the United States right now. We just got off a call at 9 o'clock with 60 plus people on it from all around the United States and Canada. These calls are happening nightly. And the people that you are partnering up with, if you see the vision of Uforia like we do, the people you are partnering up with, I can tell you their hearts, their desire, their loyalty, their honesty, their integrity are people that I love to do business with. And I believe that you should too. So with that, thank you guys so much for having me on tonight. I hope you guys got all the information you needed and more. Again, make sure you get my number or my Facebook from anyone that got you on tonight. And I would love to have a conversation with you. So with that, have a great night and we'll be talking soon.